So mom, let's talk about socialization. That's one of the things if you're homeschooling. Have you heard that? How would your children socialize? Okay, so my thing is, your children, they don't just socialize in school. Sometimes people gets confused with socialization and exposure. Okay, true and healthy socialization is your children, they are learning respect, they are learning how to manage their emotion, they are learning conflict resolution, they are learning good manners. Okay, they're learning more about God, they're learning what's going on in the world, they're learning skills that they need. Okay, while exposure, if they are in the same place of a public or private school, they're being exposed to what? To peer pressure, to bullying, to unhealthy, I would say unhealthy substance that they shouldn't be touching or anything like that. So socialization is a myth. If you are homeschooling, yes, your children can socialize, but the thing is, they don't just socialize with children the same age as they are, so they can socialize with babies, with toddlers, with teens, with adults, with grandparents, with aunties, okay, and other people. Either they are involved as well in swimming classes, music classes, sports activities, other clubs, community, so there are ways how our children can socialize. We can't just put in the box that only the school is the only place that our children can socialize, because that's not true. And 1 Corinthians 3:19 says, the wisdom of this world is foolishness in God's eyes. So don't compare when people tells you, oh, they can't socialize because they're in school. That's the wisdom of this world. We don't compare ourselves to the ways of this world, because God's ways, His standard is different from the standard of this world. So moms, if you're afraid of homeschooling because you're thinking, will my child be able to socialize? Yes, they will. They might not have a lot of friends, and that's fine. All they need is to really have true friends, and true friends that will lead them closer to Jesus. And moms, ask Jesus to help you how you can encourage your children as well, and you yourself to be able to understand what real socialization is. I pray this encourages you. Be encouraged. Keep doing what God is wanting to do, because at the end of the day, what we wanted to hear is, well done, good and faithful servant. So be encouraged, moms. God is with you. Bye-bye.